ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 11th Strikers Are Key draw of the season. They seem to be coming like the 213 bus at the minute, every Saturday. Nice home game and the Strikers Are Key draw afterwards. And ladies and gentlemen, another simply terrific win for the team today. Another 3 points. That's 20 games played now, 40 points garnered already, and firmly ensconced in second in the league table. Congratulations to Matt, Jason and our terrific group of players for another really wonderful show today. 4 goals, could have been more. Great show by all concerned. Well done to everybody. We say it every single week, ladies and gentlemen, but my goodness, it's so true. The thing that's missing, of course, are you, our fabulous supporters. How wonderful it would have been yet again today to have seen this stadium buzzing, bouncing with people supporting our team and celebrating another great victory this afternoon. And instead of standing out here in the breeze at Gander Green Lane echoey stadium that we now have with just a couple of us left in it, we would be in a jam-packed players' bar, which would have been packed to the rafters with Hughes fans celebrating another win with this great group of players and management team that we've got. However, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, the 22nd of February has been a date we've been waiting for a long time. It's coming around on Monday. We're promised a statement by the Prime Minister about the pathway for society and gradually getting back to some sort of normality. Let's hope that accommodating spectators in football stadiums is part of that pathway. Fingers crossed that that's the case, because my goodness, do we want everybody to be back in here supporting this team. And I know I speak on behalf of everybody involved on the pitch too, that they can't wait to share the experience of this terrific season with all our wonderful supporters. So keep those fingers crossed. Let's see what news comes out this week. Also in the news this week, just very quickly before we get on to the business in hand, you will have kept up to date, I'm sure, with the outcome of the National League resolutions. You'll remember that all member clubs were asked in the National League and also the North and South for their views and to vote indeed for whether to continue the season. And happily in the National League, the majority have voted in favour of that scenario. So, ladies and gentlemen, we crack on, and crack on extremely well we did today too. It's on to Dagenham on Tuesday. Here's hoping that we've remained injury free today. Not sure we had anybody. I'm sure Matt will keep us informed of the interview that he's given to our great friends at SUFCtv. On to Dagenham we go. The train moves on. Strikers are key then, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is all about. Where are we with Strikers Are Key? Well, the last couple of weeks has been actually quite ironic, because both occasions the ball that was pulled out of the purple velvet bag belonged to a syndicate of players. A couple of games ago it was ball number 36, which was owned by our midfielders. Sadly, Craig Eastman in the red zone wasn't able to come on and climb aboard the Strikers Are Key stage. Rob Oakes did that on his behalf, but sadly I was unable to choose the right key for him, you may remember, and so the money rolled over to last week. And that £750 became £850 thanks to 2 terrific goals. Tanto's up at Stockport, and then that extraordinary 80-yard run by Will Randall in last week's game against Boreham Wood. Tim Allison, club secretary, was then asked, ONSEC was asked to be Ben Goodliff for the day. Not quite as tall, probably not as dominant in the air either, but still he did a good job for him, and an even better job because he actually opened the safe for the defenders, thereby pillaging it of its contents. So that £850 has gone to a very good cause. That is our defenders. And, you know, who's going to begrudge that to them after the performances that they've put in, especially in these last few weeks, where that back line has barely been breached at all. So it all brings us to draw number 11, ladies and gentlemen, when we start again. But actually, we don't start again with £200. We start with £300, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to 2 of today's 4 strikes. First half goals by Isaac Olafe, and then that kind of nerve settler, just in case, in the last 10 minutes by Toby Show Silva, both count towards the safe's content. So we have £300. We're all nicely anti-backed up. We have this, we have the purple velvet bag with the 50 balls, we have the green bag with the 4 keys, we have the safe. All we need now is the impresario, who is going to come along donning the blue jacket and conduct the draw for us this afternoon. Who's it going to be, you ask yourself? Well, let me put you out of your misery. It's been a while since we've had a representative from our great friends from SUFCtv. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to put that right today. Because of the COVID situation, the SUFCtv crew have been splitting up into 2 different teams. And this gentleman actually missed last week's one because they're doing it on alternate weeks. And he's probably quite happy about that in the -9 degrees that I even witnessed bringing up a pot of tea to them in the gantry before last week's game in the howling gale that was Gander Green Lane against Boreham Wood last week. So he's picked the longer straw, if you like, by coming down in more clement conditions this afternoon to be involved in SUFCtv's fabulous coverage, and I hope you all enjoyed it on the live stream this afternoon, of this afternoon's 4-1 victory against our friends from Wealdstone. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Strikers of Key stage, to the one and only SUFCtv impresario. It's Mr. James Boards, ladies and gentlemen. James,
thank you.
Welcome,
Thank you.
welcome,
Thank you.
welcome.
I don't think I've ever been called an impresario before.
Well,
I may have to look it up to see if you were insulting me or not. I'm not sure.
I can assure you no. I can assure you no. So, fabulous job that you do for us at SUFCtv. Thank you on behalf of everybody, and indeed the rest of the crew and the team. We'll try and get around as many of you as we can, and it's nice to put a face to the name. And I know everyone enjoys the coverage, and here you are. How long have you been doing it for us now?
So this is my 2nd season. I was, a Sutton United fan, Sutton United season ticket holder. Always came down Gander Green Lane, and one day I saw that we put out a call to volunteers. So I jumped at the chance. And my first season was Matt's first season, so we started together.
Excellent. Good luck omen then.
Yeah.
Because things seem to be going rather well ever since. And you do a bit of both, bit of commentary and a bit of camera work as well.
Jack of all, master of none.
Oh.
Sometimes you may hear me on commentary if we're needed. My main job really on match days is to look after the stream, make sure that's still going live. No issues with that. Camera quality, audio quality. Sometimes I also do the highlights, so I make all the highlights for SUFCtv, and I manage the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, and you salvaged last week's Strikers of Key draw, James, which had a few audio problems.
Yes.
Managed somehow to dub my Sunday morning effort on almost seamless fashion onto last week's tape.
Yeah, that was an early morning Sunday job where I thought everything was done. Look at it, and then it really speaks volumes that as I wasn't here, we had audio issues. Now I am here, but I'm not behind the camera, so hopefully I'm coming through clearly. But yes, team. I'm glad to help. Always happy.
It's a great team. Please accept our thanks, and please pass on all our thanks to the rest of the team as well. You did a great job, and it's even more important now. Obviously, we've got nobody in the stadium. Everyone is at home. It's great to think all these people punching the air when those goals went in today. How great it would be if they were here. But the next best thing is SUFCtv's coverage. So.
Yeah, and I know all the boys that work on SUFCtv are really grateful for the positive feedback we get. Obviously, we've had to learn to do all this on the fly. We didn't come into this knowing exactly how to live stream stuff. Also, some things that people don't see is we also have to live stream the game direct to BT at the same time, having to juggle those 2 things at the same time. And, we're learning as we go, but we're all really enjoying it, really grateful to be given the opportunity to work here. Because, we're all learning and we're just happy to be here. Brilliant. So, very happy.
Fabulous. And very fine looking this afternoon with the old blue jacket there.
Yeah,
wearing it in a very casual fashion. It's
a little bit short in sleeve. Maybe we can get a tailor in.
Still the floodlights shining nicely on the sequins there.
Little disco ball effect.
Listen, we could talk on, but we ought not to, I suppose.
No.
The next job for you to do this afternoon, you're master of lots of things, actually. And today you're going to be the master of the purple velvet bag. If you'd like to pick that up first of all and have a good old rummage around within it and pluck out a 1 ball in there, I'm going to consult my list and we'll see whose number you pull out.
Right. Here's a white ball.
It's a white ball.
Number 36.
Number 36, ladies and gentlemen. Well, You're able to see that there on the camera, all right, number 36?
Just about.
Now then, this is a first, ladies and gentlemen, in Strikers Are Key history, as far as I know. And so far as, this is the first time this season, but not the first time ever, that a ball has come out twice in the same season. This is draw number 11, there are only 50 balls in there, so, you know, there are good opportunities for 2 balls to come out. Ball 36, for the 3rd week in a row, is owned by a syndicate of players. And it is Craig Eastman and his midfielders again, ladies and gentlemen. So, last time it was Rob Oakes.
Yes.
This time, Craig Eastman is going to be James Board. Now, hopefully, you'll do a better job of it than
I hope so.
than Oakesy did last time round. Just to demonstrate, there are 4 keys there. Just show they all go into the green sack. We'll anti-back up afterwards, obviously. I'm now going to give that to you there, leave it on the table, and you need to just pull one of those out. And if you've selected the correct key, the pointy bit goes to the top on the right-hand side of the lock, and then the wheel will turn to the right. If you were to open it, then I think our players are going to have one hell of a party at the end of this season.
I don't think I have, unless I'm just being useless, which is always a possibility. But I don't think I have.
It's a huge disappointment to have to tell our players that on this occasion, sadly, this is the right key, and James has not selected the right key. Let me just demonstrate,
boys.
however, that this one is indeed the one. There we go, wheel to the right, left to the right, and open with sesame we go. Now, what it does mean, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, James, very much indeed for your support this afternoon. What it does mean, ladies and gentlemen, is that our midfielders have another £50 to add to the team's end-of-season party pot, or however they choose to spend it. I'll leave that for Easty and H and the others to decide between them. That will be transferred to the players involved this week. And it means that we roll over to the next home game, which will be draw number 12, and that is on Tuesday week. If I'm correct, my calendar
Bromley
is
on
up
the
to
2nd
date.
of March, I believe.
Bromley, indeed. Bromley at home, 7 o'clock kick-off on Tuesday week, the 2nd of March. That'll be the 12th Strikers Are Key draw of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that we weren't able to open the safe today, but hey, you know, there are 4 keys, only one of them works, and them's the laws of averages, as they say. Thanks very much to James today for being Craig Eastman. And thank you to everybody for their outstanding support, not just of this initiative, but this football club in general. It's the reason why this club is going in the forwards direction, is because it is together from top to bottom and throughout, and everybody is involved in that. Every single supporter that we've got, everything that they do to support this football club is helping us as we continue our forwards direction. Keep up that support, ladies and gentlemen, because it means an awful lot, and fingers crossed this week we might get some news that will enable us to be back together again sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, forever Amber.